good, family? It's your girl, Ling Bling Wing Ching. Welcome back to another episode of Sportscene Puma Put Me On. Yes, right here on YouTube. I am rolling with my homeboy, Twiddy. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm going up page.
That's good, that's good. Today, we are with Denzel The Artist, all the way from Cape Town, blessing us with these presents. And he was last year's competition winner. How are you?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, and you?
How's the weather in Cape Town?
The weather is...
Apparently it's taking everyone, eh?
Up and down.
Flying.
Up and down.
People are going flying.
People are flying.
Cars are flying.
How have you guys been?
We've been wild.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for blessing us with your presence. It's a very long way, hey?
Yep.
Cape Town is very far.
Denzel The Artist, please tell us, man,
Yes,
how has the competition opened doors for you? And then, you know, how's the vibe actually from Cape Town to this side? Like how are you balancing that? Because I've been seeing you most of the time this side, eh?
Yeah, I think it's every artist's dream to be on the side. Like if you have to put it in comparison, you would say this is like Johannesburg is almost like Hollywood, don't you agree? Like everybody want to be in the city of gold. Things is happening this side.
Yeah.
So that's why we normally try to come this side, like in order to do shows and stuff like that, because it's very different towards Cape Town. Like I don't want to say Cape Town is slow because I'm from there. It's not slow. It's just like Joburg is so far ahead already when it comes to the music industry. So it's been tricky. As much as I want to stay here all the time, because Johannesburg has been good to me every time I touch down here. It's also difficult because you have to think about finances and everything, because you can't just rock up and do your
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, survives.
How did it feel like being the winner of this talent search? I'm pretty sure like you're not from here, but you won the competition that was here. How did that feel?
Can you imagine? And it was insane because like when my performance was done, I then told the crowd like it feels like I live around the corner. That's how much love they got. Like nobody that was there that night. Know who I am, know who I was that night. So that was dope. Yeah, after the performance, I was like, the first one, I was like, I couldn't believe like the reaction of the crowd. Obviously, that made me feel like, nah.
Yeah, you were going crazy though.
You weren't there, no?
No, I wasn't actually.
You missed out,
I was still young, believe it or not. Oh wait, this is last year. I'm young. You want us to go? No, I've seen like bits and pieces of it here, but I actually didn't know what it was at the time.
The competition and all.
Yeah, whereas now I think there's so much like digital information out there that just like catches your eye everywhere you go, so you kind of like pick up on it, you know. But yeah, I've actually seen a little bit here and there of the previous people.
I had to was crying at night.
Oh Lile.
Nah.
Khalile.
Nah, I'm just playing. But you ain't crazy, dog. Like, you ain't
yeah, nah. The vibe was crazy for
but
sure.
It was fun, yeah. It was very nerve-wracking though. Like it wasn't easy. I would say that. Like bottling all your emotions into that one moment. It was super difficult. I would say it wasn't easy at all. But at the end of the day, if you're an artist and that's what you want to do, like it's almost like rocking up to a door and they can't say no. Like, you have to force yourself in.
Tell me what opportunities came with winning the competition. Like how was your journey? Like
that question pops up a lot, like especially after the competition, obviously. But the one thing I knew when entering the competition, dog, like I knew like the eyes was very important, because I followed the competition from 2020 already, and I wasn't ready 2020, not even 21. So 22 I felt like, yo, this is my opportunity.
That was like Holy Alphas and then
I think Holy Alpha was 21, and then Trusted one in 2020.
Hey, Cape Town has been coming alive, eh?
No lie, no?
Literally,
How many times in a row?
Yeah.
Trusted is from Cape Town, right?
Trusted is from Cape Town, Pretty
Holy
Prince,
Alpha,
Holy
Pretty
Alpha,
Prince.
and myself. Wow. So for the past 3 years, like Cape Town's artist has been winning the competition.
And that's pretty dope. I mean, I would think that Joburg needs to up.
Yeah.
In your year, which is last year, did you have more entries from outside of Joburg than in Joburg, or do you know?
I don't know. I didn't know.
I'm not sure, but
I only know Venus from here, but there was quite a few.
Artists came from outside.
There was quite a few, yeah.
So it was a few. So what set you apart from like everyone else? What set you apart from all the other contestants? Like
That's such a tricky question also, because what I would say, like, as any artist, like, you're different in your own way. So I don't want to feel like I'm bashing somebody by saying I was better in this and that and that. But the thing that stood out from my side, I think, is my pen game. I'm super confident in how I write. Like, I always try to pour my emotions into it. And then, like, I literally take a week to write one verse.
Oh.
So that's how dedicated I've been to it,
Okay.
And the body of work that we did prior to entering the competition. And because the music that we performed in the competition was actually
from the camp,
was actually the tape we dropped earlier the year.
So
What's funny is about that story is, like, I won a competition the year before with a production company in Cape Town. And then they blessed me with, like, a 7-track EP. And for, like, obviously I did it for the quality and where I wanted my tracks to go. And then that exact tracks made us win the competition.
That is so
it's been mad,
that is so crazy.
That's so cool. So during the competition, were you having any moments whereby you feel like, yo, this is really challenging? Or
Bro.
Oh wait,
Yo, dog, like, the first live, the one in Cape Town.
Yeah.
Stepping into a room where you have Zuchi sitting, K-Faith, youngster in the corner, dog. Talking about youngster that's, like, been running Cape Town for a while. You have Zuchi and K-Faith, which is, like, top 5 best producers in the country. I'm standing there going second.
Tense,
like, I was second. Like, they didn't even let me ooze into it. I was, like, number 2 on it. So I was super nervous. And then I did my performance. I remember coming off the stage, like, everybody was, like, clapping and cheering and stuff. But I was telling myself, like, yo, dog, like, you didn't do enough. Because I got a good comment from youngster. And then I got a comment from Zuchi that was, like, kind of shaky. Like, Zuchi told me, like, yo, dog, like, I like your writing, I like what you're doing, but the second track, like, wasn't, like, that uplifting for the occasion. So I was sitting there, remind you, like, I went second. So there's still a gang of contestants to come up, me sitting with the idea of, like, yo, I didn't do enough. I was telling myself that the whole time. And when I saw Kenji perform, which is also one of the competition, and he got, like, good comments because, like, obviously he's also good. He's a very good artist. And then I went home thinking, like, Kenji stole the night. Like, I went home thinking, nah, Kenji stole the night. So I was contemplating the whole time, like, if I get in, what am I gonna do in the finals? But obviously I had, like, a structured plan on what songs I wanna perform. So when I got the feedback from Zuchi, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, if you let me go through the finals, I still have my 808 tracks that must drop. And that I was excited about.
So, wait, did you feel demotivated, like, after that, or did you, like, feel like we can now have, like, a
No, I was panicking. I was panicking because the year before it was top 3. I was top 5 the year before, I think. So they surprised us with the top 10. When they released it, they was like, oh, okay, the competition was that good. We're gonna have to select 10. So I was like, I have to be in the 10, dog. So when I got into the 10, I knew, okay, now I have my gang tracks that I need to pull out.
Now I must come alive.
So we had a structured plan going for ourselves before the competition.
And then from the beginning of the competition to, let's say, now, who's been your biggest inspiration? And would you say that back then you had a support structure for, like, those times when you were feeling, like, a bit shaky?
To me, it was firstly myself, obviously. God, myself, because I made the decision to be like, yo, I'm not going back to work. I'm gonna do this full time. So by saying that, for the past 3 years, I've been getting up, like, at 6 in the morning, writing every day from Monday to Friday. Like, I've been dedicated to it. So I would say for myself first, the inspiration for myself, because, like, music is my venting point as well. It helps me grow and heal. But I would say, like, my family, definitely. I'm married, I have a wife, 3 kids, you know. And then I don't even have a team. It's like one guy, like, it's just me and my manager doing our things. So as far as support goes, like, that is basically my structure.
Tighter circle. When you look at the scope of the competition as a whole, I mean, we're doing it differently, where you have team captains now. So obviously there's a lot of pressure, and when you see the comments, you just see hashtags flying everywhere. Do you have any advice for the upcoming entrants or people that are thinking of entering?
One thing I would say to people that's entering, like, if you do enter, like, it's a gruesome process, like, because you're basically gonna put yourself head to head against, like, the top artists in the country. So the best thing to do is just be yourself, dog. Like, go if you get selected, and if in your videos if they select you, whether you team Aguilera or team Blackie, like just go out there and like leave it all on the stage. And what you need to try to do is try to be different. That's very important. That's the one thing I picked up from Zuchi also last year, is like you must be very original, because obviously nobody's gonna look for somebody that's trying to be like somebody else.
True.
You need to try to inspire to
That's
be
real, yeah.
to bring like a real type vibe to bring it through. So I would say just be yourself. Yeah, I think that's obviously the best advice I can give, because regardless of what I'm gonna say, it's still gonna be a roller coaster.
Talking about teams, we were chopping backstage, me and him, and I'm like, yo, he was like, hey, the prizes are crazy this year. You know?
So Neliseba.
Yep.
Neliseba, ne?
There's a
You guys were gossiping, technically.
that's what I say. We were just chopping, right?
Yeah.
Shopping.
So I'm like, he was like, yo, bruh, if it was possible, I would take last year and bring it to these prizes. Like, I would take whatever I
Because
want.
the prizes
just
is insane
exchange
this
it
year.
for.
What did you guys get
The
last
prize
year?
money went up with
Last
like
year,
70K.
I mean, prizes were
You got
were
30K
crazy.
I got
last year?
30K
Yeah, it
for
was-
50K merch.
Yeah.
And
It
this
was
whole
mad.
record label thing that you guys were going on, like supporting the artists. And I
They were
heard
pretty
about
cool also, but this year they
this
crazy,
year is
you know.
insane.
So I'm like, yo, Denzel. So if you were to choose which team you're gonna be part of,
You want to put me on the chopping
Oh.
block?
he's like,
You want to throw me under the
You
bus? I
are.
it's
think.
like,
How can you let
hey,
me
you
pick
chopped him
between two
my neck.
between two artists I really want to work with and be like, team Blackie, but I want to work with McLaren
That's
also.
right.
So.
Yeah.
Nah, dog.
I told you I'm gonna put you in the spot though. I told you. I said, yo, I'm gonna chop it out for sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get back to the topic. So the competition, like, how did it influence your career or change it in some way? Like, how would you think that it changed it this way?
I would say like this is the best way to say it.
Yeah.
Like before the competition, you always felt like you were on the outside looking in. After the competition, you felt part of the industry, like part of what is going on. Like you had to experience stuff, like working with top producers, flying from Cape Town to Joburg and back again. Like, so it's almost like what you can accomplish in what you will accomplish in 2 years, 3 years as an independent artist.
Yeah.
The competition that you
Kunja,
accomplish.
who was
in like
your
1 year.
producer?
Her Cutter Lights.
Herc.
Her
Oh,
Cutter
it was
Lights was
Herc.
my producer.
Yeah, y'all came with a bang, eh?
Yeah, nice.
Recently just dropped.
I dropped a week ago, 2 weeks,
Yeah.
a week ago. The 5th
How
title
was-
Trap House, yeah. You ever listen to it yet?
Not yet. I'm on it, don't worry.
Vibe it
Don't
out,
worry,
man.
I
How
got
did
you.
you?
I'll
How
wait
was
for
that
you.
experience? Like, did you fly down?
Yeah, we
Johannesburg
flew
for that, right?
we flew to Johannesburg for a week, and then we
nice.
just chopped it up in the studio, myself and her. And then we came out with 2 tracks actually, like.
Oh, yeah, I was about
to-
pretty dope, like
Huh?
2
In 1 week.
in one
Yeah,
week.
in 1 week.
2 tracks in
And
one
he
week.
says he spends a lot
So
of
that was the
time
challenge
on
for
his
me.
pen.
Yeah.
So that was the challenge for me. Like that was my first time writing music in studio. I normally chop it up at home.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
then,
yeah.
then I was like, dog,
and
if
you
a
got the
big
nerves
dog, like-
also. You chilling with her.
Yeah, so, and
You
so,
know, Hank
and,
is
and
out
Herc-
here
Herc
saying,
didn't
Poison,
play,
come
dog."
on. We got this, Poison. Let's go in.
And Herc didn't play. It was like, yo, dog, you're in the big leagues now. You're in with
Yeah.
the big dog, so chop it up, man, bro. If I take like 5 hours sitting in the corner alone, I'll lock you in
That's
the
cool.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Do your thing, dog.
Yeah. for
And then
sure,
that was
for
it, yeah. We made 2 tracks, and then the one was fire, like the Trap House one. That's the one we ran with. And like the concept towards it was like the from outside looking in, being on the inside.
Yeah.
So and then the concept for the track was like, this is my announcement in the industry. This is who I am. This is who I want to be. This is my presence. It's not like a number 1 hit off the bat and stuff, but like, let's be honest about that. But at the same time, it's like, dog, I'm here, so like you need to be aware. Like, I'm definitely gonna make waves. I'm on my way. That's the vibes for the track.
Winning team vibes, right?
Winning team vibes.
Speaking of winning, like now that you've won the competition and stuff, are there any exciting collaborations in the works?
Besides working with Herkmus now with the competition,
Yeah.
I'm working with the producer in Cape Town as well, Shani J. I don't have a lot of featuring artists. I'm working on my EP called Soul Purpose, which is very
nice.
personal. So
Yeah, it sounds like it's from.
definitely from the heart, soul type vibes.
What doors do you think the competition has opened up for you? Like ever since you won the competition and you said, yo, I'm able to move like this, and I couldn't move like this before. Now I move like this.
The first big highlight for me was definitely getting Cotton Fest last year. I don't think it would have been possible without the competition.
For sure.
Because we met like a few nice people during the competition, and especially that finale night. So we got Cotton Fest, and that was like the main big thing.
Yeah.
But dog, I'm telling you, like the main thing by entering this competition for me was to get the eyes. That was my main thing, because I knew everybody that went into the competition is going with a winning mindset. So as much as I wanted to win the competition, and that was like the end goal of it, I was looking at some, now you can put the face behind the name type vibes. So the judges that were there, the people that were there, like if they see my name on posters again, then they know, yo, that bro comes with the 100K already. Like when I saw the 100K, I was like, dog,
in cash.
You guys are gonna be in trouble this year, because like
inside.
people is gonna come through with the flames, like not only for the 100K, but obviously all the opportunities. The top 10 thing, like that's gonna be insane.
Mad
I had a
business,
conversation with Ayanda also before we started. Like he chopped it down nicely, and I was like, yo, like you guys are serious this year.
Yeah.
I think the captains is gonna be in trouble, dog. Like I feel for them, because it's gonna be difficult to select the winner this year.
Yeah. How do you feel, Vele, with the whole entering and all of that? Because they need to choose like 50 people, ne?
Yeah, so 25 each.
So how does it work? Yeah, it's like 25
So
each.
From all the entries, the team captains will choose 25 each for their team. That will be their team, and then it goes down from there. And then we'll go to
So
top
what is the
10.
next stage after the top 50 then?
It's that
like,
top 10.
It's the top 10, and then they go to a
Cotton
boot camp.
Fest.
Yeah. So
They
they
go
go
to a
to
boot
they go to a
camp.
boot camp where they're gonna be,
And then
cooking.
obviously, like, are you guys like getting in like top-notch producers also for the boot camping?
Yeah.
They
I
were
mean, you
producing.
can't really have fire like boss bidders and not have fire producers as well.
Yeah.
So I
think
feel
so,
like
yeah.
we're going all out.
But that
Yeah.
camp thing is gonna be dope though, because like I think
Which
it's gonna.
prize were you gonna be looking for? Is it the 100K or
label service
label service
or
or the
everything else that comes with a lot.
Oh, la, it's crazy.
I think that's gonna be the three highlights. Like the boot camp, I would say, for like from an artist perspective, I would cherish that the most, because that boot camp means you're gonna be pushed like to your limits, and by being pushed to your limits, like you break boundaries, like you get better, and I'm all about
Out of
getting
comfort
better.
zone,
Yeah. That's the vibes.
So let's talk about Puma, man. Like, how do you think they support the artists? Like, how do they support the artists actually after winning? Like, how do they come through?
I don't know. They put a lot of people on it.
Definitely.
Yeah, like Puma's actually doing a lot.
It is.
That's true. So this is how I break that down. Like before the competition also, like when you listen to an artist or when you listen to one of your favorite artists, like there's obviously like an image attached to it.
Yeah.
So what Puma did for me was like before the competition, as much as I wanted to attach an image or like a brand or like show you what type of person I like, how I
Or
dress
like some
and
sort
my
of
vibe.
endorsement vibe.
Yeah.
no.
So after that, like Puma made that easier. Like I can now like be confident in like what I wear, and, like be confident in my image, because as much as like as soon as you look good, dog, like you in the mirror, hyping yourself, gassing yourself.
Confidence is already on the max.
So that's the thing. Like
I see.
they help me a lot portray my image how I want to, and yo, that's a blessing, dog. Because like coming from where I come from, getting close to free, dog. Like how can you complain?
Yeah. Like about Sokolisi though, they do come through for you. Like when you hit up Hayden and say, yo, bro, I need some pahlanyana, I need something. He comes through.
And Puma, like the closest being like for the past few years, dog, has been fire. Like,
Fire.
I mean, come on, look at us.
Fire.
it's been fire.
I'm sure.
Come on. Yes, sir.
anyways. So from winning the competition, you got a lot of exposure, you got a lot of recognition, and I'm pretty sure it was very positive, optimistic stuff, right?
Nothing beats that room that night, dog. Like nothing beats that energy in that room that night. That was like one of my best encores.
You
so
actually cried.
You
You're
cried?
the one who cried.
I
cried?
cried that night.
Oh, I would have
was
bawled
overwhelmed.
my eyes out.
I was
Listen.
He was
I
so
couldn't even
happy.
give a speech or nothing,
Yeah.
dog. Like that's the one thing I regret though, not being able to say something after the competition
how
was done. But
grateful
like,
you were.
yo,
You
I
can
was,
say it now.
You can still say it now.
No, definitely. I was overwhelmed that night. Dog. Like,
That was
A
your
lot of
cue.
people.
I was really overwhelmed
Yeah.
that night. Like it was because the like people. This is probably just me saying that the first time. Like if I had to lose that competition, if I didn't win, I would have been like back at the 9 to 5 now to support the dream,
Yeah.
to fund the dream. So that would have been me not putting in 12 hours a day into music and like only like 5 hours a day and working working 9.
Yeah.
So it was a turning point for me, dog. I didn't go back to work after that. It's just been
You were
music,
like,
music,
nah,
music, music.
I'm done.
No matter what,
Yeah.
That, like I said, this was the validation for me. It was like that stamp of approval. You through,
That this
dog.
is it for you. I'd salute, man. So tell me, dog, what are the difficulties that you are finding currently in the industry, like that you feel like, yo, yeah, I know it's tough. Ekunzima, for sure.
It's still tough. Like it's tough being an independent artist, not being paid like all the time. Obviously, you get paid by certain gigs and stuff, and like having a family is like that's the most difficult part. Because at the same time you need to put bread on the table also by following a dream. So I would think that's the tricky part. The money is definitely the tricky part, and that's where labels help you because they can support you in that way. So then you don't have to give
young
like,
advanced
so you don't give money out of your pockets to push your tracks into certain spaces.
Yeah.
That's what the label is gonna do for a dog. That's why I said I think I must give my trophy back. Don't you wanna keep it into again or something like?
I think I was on a top spot, okay?
Or can I get like a tune or something to just like ghostwrite for somebody?
Yeah,
You can write for me, no.
I think I can ghostwrite for you. Then we
Then we
split it
split
like
the
50-50.
100K. Yeah, you can even take 80. I'll take it too.
Ooh,
I got you.
like that.
I got you.
Yo, bro.
Written
On
in
the real,
stars,
though.
dog.
Yeah, on the real. Do you have any advice for past winners or future winners and on how to sustain their success once they've actually won the competition? Because I mean, it's easy to win. I mean, you win, and then some people go stagnant and then just chilling, like, okay, I got the validation that I needed. And then you get people like you who are still grinding and still pushing. What advice would you give to the winners, past and future, past, present, future, to sustain the success?
Consistency to this game is the key. But as much as you want to be consistent, like you need to push yourself to be better than the previous one also. Dog, like I promise you, like if I sit with my book, like every second line needs to be a bar or punchline. If it's not, then I'm not writing it. I don't jot it down. That's why I say, like, even when it comes to my visuals also, I shoot my own visuals as well. So like I always try to top the creative edge on it. Like I always to put like some source of it, like on top of it to show you, okay, there's progress in this, there's growth in that. But obviously you understand, like it's not easy at the same time, but I would say consistency number one, but like trying to top yourself the whole time. Like you must never be comfortable in like where you at. You want to reach the highest height. So the people on top, like they work extremely hard, dog. So if you coming from the bottom trying to work yourself to the middle class, you have to break through in that way.
But how do you do it? Because I mean, you have a family and you're still preaching consistency and you're still like putting it out there. Like there's people out there who make excuses like, yeah, I can't do this because I'm going to. Do you get me? Like you have a whole family and you're still staying consistent. Like
I think I should send you my schedule. Must give me your email. I'll send you my schedule. I'll let you know. But like I said, the past 3 years to us, like it's been wake up 6, take the kids to school 8, and like just work from there till 2, do the whole father routine again, and then work at night again from Monday to Friday. Try to make the weekends thing, the family things, if there's no events. And do that consistently for like 4 years, and like I'm sitting in this chair today, so something's working.
For sure. I mean, you touched base about punchlines and what in your raps.
He said every line he has to.
It has to slap. It has to slap. Do you feel like there was a point, and I actually asked Lucas this question last week. Do you actually feel like there was a point in your life or your career where you rapping to just prove a point, to just show bros that, yo, I actually can do this. I actually can come alive? Because there's like this saying that hip hop is gatekept. Not really gatekept, like it's gate-kept. So you have to actually prove yourself that actually I can drop bars. Do you feel like you were?
I feel like that's the story of an artist, dog. Like as much as you win competitions or have number one records, like you constantly under scrutiny, constantly under the eyes, constantly having to prove yourself and show people like, yo, I am that dude. But like I try to do it for myself. That's the number one thing. Like as much as I put my music out for people, like my music is for myself first. So I feel like that's how I even stay authentic to myself, because like that's what it makes me
So
grow.
what are you saying?
It comes from his heart, is what he's
Okay.
saying.
I'm a pure artist. Like that's what I do. Everything is from the heart. Thoughtful and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's like I said, like I do it for myself first, and then whatever happens after that happens. But normally it's like good reception, cause
yeah.
it's not a lot of real music out here, bro.
Yeah.
I've only been rapping like straight for like 3.5 years now, like straight. Like I've been rapping my whole life.
And bro, rap.
I'm pretty sure you've also like discovered that talent from a young age, and you were. I mean, he's writing in grade 4 instead of being mad. I'm sure he was there.
He was inside.
So I've been rapping for like a long time.
Were you like doubting
12.
yourself since you discovered that actually you can rap and but you didn't execute at an earlier stage? Yeah.
So I would say at the earlier stage. That's like a short explanation. Like where I come from, Atlantis, it's like I say about a 35-minute drive, like out of Cape Town. Yeah. So as far as resources go, like we are limited compared to Cape Town, like people that live around the city.
Oh yeah.
So it was difficult for me when I started because there was no guidance. I didn't understand the music industry at all. I was rapping under like a street light, thinking if I rap over this phone like bars tomorrow, if this thing hit, like I'm famous. That was the whole perception of the music industry, but it's not. So for the past 4 years, with my manager included, like we've been digging into like finding out ways, branching out of Atlantis, trying to be in like in the hip hop scene in Cape Town. But like obviously what the competition did was it automatically put me on the scene in Cape Town. So now people's like, you know, that one rapper from Atlantis, and I like.
Yeah. Did you find it difficult to get people to listen in your city? Like when you started like saying, okay, Sharp, I'm dropping a song. Like was it difficult to get people to listen?
From town, definitely. Town, definitely. But the people where I'm from now,
you grew up with,
like
with.
I have my town, I have on lock. I can say that with confidence. But it was difficult branching out to Cape Town. Yeah, it was actually very difficult. So the competition was the icing on the cake, basically. Because I was doing a few shows in Cape Town, but after the competition and Cotton Fish, and obviously what Youngster also said, and all the other judges, everybody was like, we need to keep eyes on you.
So with the current standing, would you say, okay, who would you say is your biggest audience? Is it Cape Townians? Is it Johannesburg?
Let me put it this way.
Yeah.
I think Johannesburg's people understand me better. I think the lovers, I think Johannesburg's people understand my music better. Obviously it's different in Cape Town because we have a lot of like, we have hip hop, but it's like different in the sense of like language also. Like Afrikaans of raps and everything, and sounds and everything. So as far as rapping goes, I feel like Johannesburg understands me better. And I feel like my music is gonna take off here more like on that side. But that's what happened though, like if people come to Johannesburg and you get like certified in Johannesburg, then Cape Town is automatically
you definitely
like, that's almost like
that's
going
why he said Hollywood. We have the pen, you understand? We certifying people and say, hey Poison, you the one. You're actually the one.
Actually the one.
You guys really get me in
now
trouble
you're the
with
one.
this.
Now you're the one.
No, love for Cape Town though. We just want to gauge where. I mean, we need you guys to support, okay? Like it's a very important thing. This thing called love. It's very important. So we actually need to be supporting each other. As much as it sounds like, Cape Town, Johannesburg. No. It's everyone. South Africa is the world. Okay, for Denzel The Artist. Thank you.
That's why we here. We chopping it up. Everything music.
Yes, sir.
So I don't know if there's anything you want to say or add or
to your supporters. Like, what do you want to say to your supporters, people that have been backing you from the beginning through the competition, even now, like after
nothing but love. Nothing but love to my supporters. Like, I appreciate them a lot, because without them it wouldn't be possible to even put out music. Like the people from Atlantis especially, they've been riding with me till the end, dog. So
those are your day ones.
Yeah, so the plan is to bring all the eyes to Atlantis, like help the youth in any and every way possible. Like I said, we disconnected from town, so my plan is to turn Atlantis into town.
You got big plans,
yeah,
boy.
That's major.
I need big artists coming through, also performing in Atlantis to make some history, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I can't choose between this Blackie and
McGarrett.
Dog.
Keep them both. Just say both. Sit on the fence.
Yeah.
Sit on the fence.
Yeah, just keep them both, bro.
And shout out.
It's all good. You don't need to just pick a side. She picked a side.
What part did you pick? Am I putting you on the spot now again? It's equal. I think it's equal.
Anyways, Team McLaren. No, he picked this. Let me be honest. He picked.
We
first.
had no choice, bro.
It was like a one, two, hashtag team, and then it happened. You know, like it was just like a you know,
in the spot.
Yeah. But anyways,
but we're looking forward to seeing the entries. I want to peep the entries actually.
Yeah, I've actually seen some of them.
I've seen them on sportscene stories.
Yeah. And also like these freshmen. I saw a few on freshmen as well. And it's crazy to see like there's so much support and love under the comments. Like people
go
like,
out for their people.
Go Twiddy,
people
you
go
know,
out for their
like
people.
Yeah, I have one last request to my bros. You understand? I want him to show you why he won the competition.
What do you think?
I think right now.
Yeah.
Right now. I think split.
You want to hear?
Yeah, of course. I wouldn't say no.
He likes to put the person on the spot.
I was about to start beatboxing.
Start beatboxing as well.
But on the real, bro, they need to peep you. They need to peep. They need to peep there. So give them a young,
like just a young few lines.
Like a few lines,
off the top, you know.
I want to put me on competition now. Niggas think I'm on. Still living in the A, but they treating me like I'm gone. So broke, I can't even play broken telephone, cause I don't have one. You just made a man on the moon chilling with 3 sons. Everybody wanna be a troll until I eat one. Niggas never wanna be one, cause they can only be one. They can only be one. That's just like a young Snoop Dogg.
I wish you could just drop that mic. Just, you know.
Take it out.
Not even
Take
push the whole thing.
Oh, take it out. I don't think that's possible.
Bazo Bulala.
Hey.
Nah,
shout out, boys and men. Thanks for coming in, man.
Appreciate you, dog.
I need to dab him up.
You need to dab him up.
I need to dab him.
You need to dab him up. There you have it. Spin the Sponga Footy. Babugeli Lapo Ekaya. It has been Sportscene Puma put me on. Thank you. Big shout out to our guest today, Denzel The Artist.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Shout out to TuneCore also for sponsoring the whole campaign. Shout out to Sally.
Shout out to me and shout out to my family there at Puma.
Yes,
Puma Racing. We will catch you guys same place, same time. Remember to subscribe. We love you. Danko.
Ciao.